Hi guys, welcome back. Well, we got done at the old forge there. We're in our way through doing our flags of 250 years. I figured to get a couple more in Greencastle, Waynesboro, since I'm coming on through this way home. Take the long way back, enjoy this Gilbert stay. And I'm here in Sigler taking a picture of this flagpole, which stopped flying as soon as I pulled in the parking lot. Go figure. But it appears this old schoolhouse is abandoned. So we'll go walk around this quick, check this out. Now this, I believe we're in the town of Sigler, Pennsylvania. I believe there's a small town between Waynesboro and Greencastle, right on 16, that's in between them. And I think we're now entering that town. You might see some more flags across America from this town. I think there's a post office here. But we'll quickly show you this old schoolhouse before she falls in. Stay away from the back of it, because there appears to be a wedding going on. Congrats to the happy couple. Sorry to barge into your wedding. Didn't expect that to happen. I don't know what's going on. But I'll stay away from the back for now, because of the wedding couple, or looks like a wedding is going on, so I don't want to bug them. Bad enough I parked there. I'm sorry. Anyways, I did never notice this old schoolhouse was abandoned. And it's old, so it could be from the 1800s. There is actually a World War II placard right there, so that's fitting for one of our videos. So we're going to check out the old schoolhouse. Not go inside it, although it would be awesome to go inside of it. There's something called asbestos that I really don't want to breathe in. So what's this here marker? I'm not sure. Oh, wait a minute. Well, it says here, schoolhouse. Tannen Courthouse. The project recorded on the memorial, 1929 complete, 1950. I'm not sure what this is about. But it appears that's a school. It appears there's a structure to the other side that's gone now. I don't know what's going on. But we're going to go around the schoolhouse. If those lovely couples out of the shot, we'll go around back, but it looks like they're done now. So this is the old schoolhouse for sure. Like I said, I can't time the date. Let's hopefully we find the cornerstone. So this is another quick abandoned Pennsylvania, total unknown video. Somebody has to document these structures. And considering that this is a community center, I believe we're not trespassing, but it's locked up, it's secured. Do not go in this. Do not even try to go in this. They got all the windows boarded up. You'd be an idiot going there. So this is the old schoolhouse. Weird thing is, I don't see a cornerstone anywhere on it. We're up close now. That's the weird thing. I don't see no cornerstone anywhere on this structure. Foundations say it's could be from the 1800s, early 1900s. Still weird, no cornerstone. Since the lovely couple went inside the event center, we'll check and see what we can find on the other side. Look, now it's flying a little bit. That's the way it goes with that 250th anniversary thing I'm doing. Windiest day I could pick to drive down through here, and the one flag is not flying. What the heck? Anyway, so here's the back of the schoolhouse. And so I've always kind of enjoyed this building coming through here. I never realized that it was abandoned. Mainly because of the Sigler in the center. So there was a structure here, supposedly, and there does appear to be remains of it. Although there was also a parking lot here. So, I love to find the date on this school. Walk out this way. But the way it's just built, it almost reminds me of an 1800 schoolhouse, potentially. Now, of course, 1800s, you think one-room schoolhouses, but in the big cities or big towns, and how this could have been a private college for all I know. They built this stuff. The weird thing is, where the hell is the capstone? There should be a capstone on this, something this big and grand. Well, maybe we'll go up to the front door and check it out. But the windows, which I ain't gonna be able to get up that far. Show you that one. So we'll go up to the front door, see if there's anything up there, but I don't see nothing. Huh. Weird. But you can see how lavish the schoolhouse was if this was a schoolhouse. Which that placard down there says it was a schoolhouse. So you can just see how lovely it would have been. And you can just see, so obviously the school was abandoned sometimes in the 90s, sometime in the modern era because of this. But I don't think all of this damage though is I don't know, maybe 1990s? Don't know. So this railing could be original, but this concrete could, it probably was flagstone or something at one point, and I doubt they would have used concrete. Hey look, right here's a fine example of why you don't go into these buildings. Right there's an effing nail from the roof, setting right up to stabbing you in the foot. We'll just go up here a little bit. We ain't gonna go too crazy. But I want to show you the detail on this door. If this door is original, which give me the idea that she's from the 1800s. Look at the woodworking. They don't do that in modern structures. And then just look at how the door is, if that's an original door. I'd love to see inside. Anything in there? I don't know what happened to this building. Let's try this window. Probably gonna be the best we can get in there, because we don't trespass this stuff. But it's weird there's no cornerstone. Weird. Weird. Very weird. But there's no cornerstone. Huh. Like I said, something this grand we should have had a cornerstone. Just look at the, what would that be considered? 1, 2, 3, would that be considered the 4th floor? They have these dormers on there, they're gorgeous. They have this nice window out front that's awesome. I'd love to see this building restored, made into apartments or something. But we all know that ain't gonna happen. Because, well, it costs a lot of money to bring something like this back to work. Even though it looks like the structure itself is pretty stable, I have no idea why it's shut up like this, or why they abandoned it. There has to be a reason. And it makes it weirder that there's these windows are shut up like that. Almost looks like there might have been a fire here, but I don't see no signs on the stonework. Probably something in the newspaper we find out. Definitely appears the roof needs replaced because they have it covered in tarp. So obviously somebody's trying to keep the structure stable to probably preserve it someday in the future. So I don't know when this thing was built. My best guess 1800s, possibly abandoned in the 90s, maybe the mid 80s. Probably 1980s to 75 this thing was abandoned. Because that's weird that you'd have concrete on there. I mean, they had concrete, but I don't think they used it like that. They probably used flagstone or just stone for the steps. It's just, maybe they had concrete, but that just seems like that's a modern update to it. I mean, there is blacktop all over the place over here. So that's telling you it's the 70s. They started going 70s, possibly 60s, hell, 50s possibly too. I could even be way off on the date, but it's just weird that if it's the 50s that it has a stone footer. So that's why it's weird, because back during the 50s, they started doing a lot more modern stuff, and this looks like this 1800 architecture. To me anyways, it doesn't look like the 50s. You know what I mean? The 50s were like all modern jet age stuff. This looks more like classical 1800s architecture. So that's my best guess is 1800s. So enough of me rambling. Hopefully y'all can find newspapers on this thing, and maybe I can find something for you someday. But anyways, from here in Siglerville, I hope. Some town outside of Waynesboro. We'll just say that. Stay curious, stay adventurous.